Let's see what we're doing with. Hey, chat. We're back on. I'm back here doing another diet test, the quickie. This time we're going to restream to see how it goes. Let's see if restream runs okay. I'm running all the diet. I'm touching all the taste buds to see if everything's working and running okay. So far, restream runs okay too. So that alone makes me wonder if it's not a OBS issue. Now, before I even attempt, if you will, to go to Streamlabs, let me check one more thing that requires a restream. Now, I know OBS had an update recently. That's kind of why I'm concerned. Let me open up a game diag here. I'm gonna run a quick little something. Open this up. Let me go back to my here. I'm gonna hit the share screen window, Dolphin emulator, share system audio. Okay. Let's see if it runs okay here. And if for whatever reason this runs okay for restream, then we'll just use this. So let's see. Would you look at that? Chat, I think we found the root of our problem. I think OBS is not working at all. So I think all these side streaming services may not be wanting to work. Okay, we've debunked our problem. It is not the Wi-Fi itself. OBS and all the other OBS-based stream services just don't want to run at all. Okay, case closed. All right, chat. Well, if you give me a few, I will set up an actual gaming stream. But first, let me check one more little diag. Let me check one more little thing here before I do anything. Because it's important, if you will, to check all the things, right? One thing I know has been having issues is Fortnite. And running Fortnite on here has its most capability issue. So I'm checking to see if Fortnite will initialize and see if everything works. So give me a sec. Once Fortnite pulls up on the screen here, I'll pull up on the restream and see if it'll work. So, and then this will kind of confirm my initial suspicion of OBS's new update being shit. So, all right, Fortnite is now open. Let's do a share screen. We're gonna do a window, entire screen. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So I would need to on Microsoft Edge. Entire screen. That's a problem. Okay, we need. There it is. Just took me a minute to pull it up. Hey. Wait. So can woof, whoosh, douche canoe. All right. Now. There we go. Jesus. Let's hit share system audio. Let's hit share it. There we go. Now, I'm going to pull this up via in OBS. Okay, everything appears to run, right? Let's go to graphics and everything's set up. I'm going to turn off the background real quick and the rain. Because that's meant for podcast-based stuff. Let's hit hide. All right. How's this look on you guys' end? Wow, so everything seems to run as it should. Now, I'm going to do something. This will be the last tip of the iceberg here. I'm going to quickly play an emote, one that includes audio. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Okay, everything seems to run. So we might actually have to run this through Restream. So I actually might have to run these different games through Restream today. Okay, alright. So, okay, no big deal. Easy fix. One and done. Now, there's one particular app on my computer I know that was having issues earlier, which was the PS2 app. Close Fortnite. Alright, well, now that I fixed that case scenario. Okay. So, damn, okay, I think we found the root of the problem. But I think I have one more checkup that I want to make sure is on the running basis of things. I have a game that runs, that is a story-based game that is not like online multiplayer-based. I'm going to check real quick and see if that has anything that needs to be looked into. So I'll start with that, and then once I run those, we'll see if that's the case scenario. Okay. Let's do this. Window. Okay. First of all, I'm going to pull this up. Okay, buddy. Thank you. Star Wars. Sure, system audio. Try that. Okay. We're going to hide that. Nice. Awesome. Cast. Supported. Alright, how's it looking on this end? Well, would you look at that? Everything seems to run. Well, this will be like the old days of the channel. Of my old channel where I ran everything on Restream. This is interesting. Okay, so... Okay, no big deal. If OBS is having that much of an issue, I guess I don't need OBS, do I? Couldn't connect the servers. Who gives a shit? Not here to connect the servers. Well, look at that. We did it. I think we figured out the root of my problems, which is just OBS. Well, okay then. So chat, debunked. If you give me a few, I will see what I can do.